We can settle. I would like not to. Oops. That counter spell, though. My fair citizens, Sodium City, we have... Oh god, please, now! So, this is the first deck that we have with Kaldheim, and it is kind of messed up, I must say. It is the Boros prison deck, and I feel it has so much potential, and by potential I mean it's already very, very good. So we'll see exactly how it shakes up once the meta kind of settles, but as of right now, it's fantastic. Now, just a brief preview of all of the cards from the new set that we're going to use in this. It's going to be Tibalt's Trickery, Reidane, God of the Worthy, Cosmos Elixir, and Doomskar. Now, I know what you're saying. Really, Tibalt's Trickery, a counter spell? You're gonna do that whole turn 2 Olamog shit? No, I'm actually using it as a real counter spell, but again, it is a Boros prison deck, so it's a little bit different, and you'll kind of see it in the games how it shakes up, but it is definitely different than what most people would use it for, and specifically because we're using Rule of Law. So with Rule of Law, each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. Now this is just a fantastic card in general, especially when you're running a control deck, like a heavy control deck. The opponents can't do anything outside of one spell per turn. Now this does kind of suck against counter spell heavy decks because all they have to do is counter a spell on your turn and then you're just fucked, right? But that's kind of why we have Tibalt's Trickery. So Tibalt's Trickery, you counter a spell, choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. Its controller mills that many cards. I still have no idea what the significance of that is. But then exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card with a different name than the spell that you countered. Then they may cast that card, without paying its mana cost. The good part about this is that since they cast that initial card, if you have Rule of Law out, you counter it with Tibalt's Trickery, they don't get a free cast because they just can't cast another spell. So it's actually really fucking great. The other fantastic thing that we have with it is, of course, Authority of the Consuls to gain some life, as well as Cosmos Elixir. Cosmos Elixir, I think, is a very underrated card. I'm liking it more and more. However, it does need heavy delay early game in order for it to be extremely impactful. So it's a 4-mana artifact. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card if your life total is greater than your starting life total, being 20. Otherwise, you gain 2 life. So every single end step that we have, you gain 2 life or draw a card. Now the card draw does kind of suck again because we are using Rule of Law, so we can only cast 1 spell a turn. However, when we are trying to fish for Tibalt's Trickery, it's really not all that bad. Now, as far as the rest of the prison aspect of it, we're going to use Dovin, Hand of Control. It's just a 3-mana planeswalker that nobody plays, but artifact, instant, and sorcery spells your opponents cast cost 1 colorless more to cast. This is just, in general, in my opinion, a very good and very underrated planeswalker. I really, really like it. Also has the -1 of until your next turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt to and dealt by the permanent an opponent controls. So we can't do any damage to it, and they can't do any damage to us. Now that, again, is specifically good against aggro decks, although we don't have too much problem with aggro decks because we're running 4 Authority of the Consuls, 3 Wrath of Gods, and 3 Doomskars. And the great thing about Doomskar is that it's a 5-mana board wipe, but you can foretell it for 2. So since we have Rule of Law, we can only cast 1 spell each turn. We can just pay 2 colorless mana to put it in our foretell exile area. And then the next turn, we can just cast it for 3, and then kind of just do whatever on their turn with Tibalt's Trickery with the extra 2 mana. And of course, it wouldn't be a prison deck without the newer card, Reidane, God of the Worthy. This is a very good card because it is an MDFC. You can actually use it both sides with a prison deck, and it's very effective. So the first side of it, again, it's just a 3-mana 2/3 flyer with Vigilance, which can be somewhat of a win con or a blocker at some point, but it does have snow lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. This is great, especially right now. A lot of people are just using snow lands for aesthetic purposes, so this just kind of fucks with people in general, and I have a feeling people are going to get very mad the more times they use this. The next part is non-creature spells your opponents cast with a converted mana cost 4 or greater cost 2 colorless more to cast. So it's kind of like a mini God Pharaoh statue in a sense, where again it just costs 2 more to cast, and that's just brutal, absolutely brutal. And of course the other side of the card is a 4-mana legendary artifact, which is Valkmira's Protector Shield. And the great part again about this card is that it is an MDFC, so since it's legendary, a lot of legendary cards you want to only run 3 of, because if you get more than 1 of them it feels kind of bad. But in this case, running 4 of them really isn't that bad because it has 2 sides of the card, so you can play either side that you need. And it's that versatility that makes this card so much better than a lot of other cards just in general. So the Protector Shield, if a source an opponent controls would deal damage to you or permanent you control, prevent 1 of that damage. This is just amazing because we do run 4 of 2 different planeswalkers, being the 3-mana Dovin and the 6-mana Chandra. So being able to prevent any damage to those planeswalkers is very good, because a lot of planeswalkers, you kind of just throw them out there to absorb damage because they're a threat, and with the Protector Shield on there, it's going to absorb even more damage. And then of course the next part, whenever you or another permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless its controller pays 1 colorless. This is just hilarious because I think people just don't even read this. They just use an ability to target whatever it is, and it just gets countered because they're already tapped out, or they end up having to pay another colorless and they can't pay anything else in their hand. And again, they're just going to be taxed from Dovin and everything else that you have on the board. It's just hilariously good. And again, I think this card is so underrated and it's fantastic. And of course, that leads us to the finisher, just being the 6-mana Chandra. It is a 6th loyalty planeswalker, can't be countered, which again kind of ties in with the whole prison thing. Has the +2, each opponent gets an emblem with at the beginning of your upkeep. It deals 1 damage to you. This just stacks and stacks and stacks. And since people can only play 1 card a turn, a lot of things just cost more mana. The threats that they can play to deal with Chandra are a lot lower, and then we have a lot more threats to deal with their threats to deal with Chandra. So again, this is just hilarious. It's a great combo, and Chandra has always been a good win condition. However, with the faster meta that's happened, it's been less effective. And now with the addition of all these things, I think Chandra has just kind of creeped back into that mode of very powerful. This is the first deck of Kaldheim. So that means if you want more decks, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and obviously make sure to comment in the comment section below. Let me know what other crazy cards you want me to brew around. And as for yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked you to tell me a story about how Mirror March has fucked you in the past, because fuck that card. Here are your stories. And if you want your comments featured in these videos, make sure that you answer the comment question of the day in the comment section below 7 days a week. Stay salty and enjoy the games. Like, even including yesterday. What up, Grixis School? This was probably a bad keep. Maybe. Not sure. Alright, it got better. Yeah, and we get to foretell that. I mean, we have a pretty good curve right now. Yeah, so Rule of Law is gonna be great. Let's make sure they don't do anything fucking crazy. Maybe just like a little crazy. Just like a little crazy. Animation on calf. Fuck. They only have one angel. So this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, we get to throw this down. Woo! Really wanted to land there. That's the animation. It looks like the cleansing Nova animation. Or it has the same sound effect as cleansing Nova at least. On a scale of 1 to fucked, it might be me. We take those. We take those. Anything you cast, I'm fucking countering it. I want to get more value out of the Wrath. I already know that's really good. All right, cool. Perfect. So now I have Tibalt's Trickery. It's kind of what I was waiting for. Played versus Elixir and Draft. Super irritating. I believe it. Yeah, I'm gaining a fuck ton of life. Fuck you. Absolutely not. That's cute. Dude, Rule of Law and Tibalt's Trickery is such horseshit. Such horseshit. Oh shit, chat. Please tell me we didn't get another roper. Please tell me we didn't get another one. And another one.
Let's make this quick.
Oh my god.
Is it just me, or is it getting a little
Your rope dope.
looks like someone's getting a little sweaty.
I don't know how to deal with that. Oh yeah, I do. I need my Reidane.
If you want to fight, you got it.
Yeah, I need my Reidane.
Hope it's not too hot for you.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty good. So that's a great card. I'm doing great, Max. How are you? This Boros prison deck is fucking filthy. Who's life gain deck now, bitch? True. I do have blast zones. But I don't need to turn him off yet. He's not gaining any life, really. What does the backside of the god do? It is... Oh. Why did I do that? It would have just been countered.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
God, I'm so stupid. That was so stupid. Why did I do that? So, whenever you or another permanent becomes target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, they have to pay 1 or it's countered. And I just went full stupid. And yeah.
Is it just me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
I wrote an entire treatise studying contrasts. I'm excellent in your... well, not.
But the other side, the actual creature, snow lands your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped. And non-creature spells your opponent's cast with the converted mana cost 4 or greater cost 2 or more. Yeah, that was really stupid. Sure. Did you play the Red-Green Saga? I did yesterday. Was the benefit of using the snow dual land? Just because it's a mountain and a plains, so it makes it to where my check lands come into play untapped, is really all it is. Well, that was rude.
The fault is not in our stars, but in ourselves.
No pressure.
Did you see Hoogland streaming MTG today? Be cool to see him more. Yeah, he said he was gonna come back. For the new set. Don't deck yourself. I have 28 cards. He has 5 emblems. I highly doubt he is going to be able to do anything. Sure. I will prevent the damage.
When pursuing creativity,
Let's get
convention.
toast.
Shield is soloing the opponent? Yeah, basically. Awesome. Alright, I have a Reidane. Are you gaining enough life? Not particularly. We'll figure it out. The old rope-a-dope. The trample.
Always room
Oh
to
no.
move.
What will I ever do? Daily's done? Nice.
Oh, looks like someone's getting a little sweaty.
Mm-hmm. Someone's getting a little sweaty. Is this viable in best of 3? I could not answer that because I do not play best of 3. I would not feel comfortable giving any type of advice on that. You could take the list and give it to somebody who is good at best of 3. Doesn't, well, obviously, like, I knew what he meant. I knew what he meant. Come on. Scoop a loop.
No pressure.
Got him. Good job, Reidane. Good job, Reidane. This deck is fucking obscene, by the way. Oh. Yeah. Guess I don't need 4 of those, just 2. And then I want to do... I've answered this so many times. Okay, these are mountains and plains, okay? This enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a mountain or plains. This is a mountain and a plains. Comes into play untapped if it's a mountain or plains. Play the cycle lands instead? Do they have those for Boros? Interesting. Have Jeskai? Why would I... I guess I can. It's probably smarter. 4 Raidens? Yeah. Dude, Reidane is such a good card. Reidane is great. Mike L with Prime Gaming. Let's go.
Mikel 21 has been a citizen for 3 months.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. 3 months. It's like a quarter of a year? Quarter of a year. Get ruled. I rule and you drool.
That's just deep, bro. That's deep.
I'll just go ahead and do that. Believe CBL is fucked up again? Alright. I shall restart it. Alright. Yeah, it does usually get fucked on release day. But it updated like 2 days ago. Sweet. So I prevent all the damage from that. He gets no more life. That only does 1 damage. Like, they're... I fucking love this deck. This deck is horseshit. Got it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, can I counter your surrender though? But can I counter your surrender though? But can I counter your surrender though? I can take out this Valakut Awakening is kind of fucking me, I feel. I feel like it's messing with the lands. I think I could take out one of these. Maybe it isn't. Want to play a match against my new counterspell deck? No. Oh, that's bad. Yep, that's bad. Rule of Law is very good here. So they can't, like, fucking go off. But I'm basically fucked. So, I mean, this 6 damage down to 9, and that's if they don't do... Okay.
Let's add this battle to your record of bad decisions. A few things can withstand my careful scrutiny.
No, you can't cast 2 spells. Sorry, dude. Yeah.
Studying contrasts.
Fuck.
Excellent, and you're, well, not.
Well, let's see if he plays a creature first.
Perfection is unattainable, so stop trying.
Block 1. Yeah. I don't have enough mana. I would have needed my Chandra, but I had to blast zone. Damn it! Damn, I even added 2 rats and I didn't pull any. It's unfortunate. Bluff the settle. Yeah, I'm still dead. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that sucks. Well, sometimes get unlucky. And don't forget to follow me over at twitch.tv/StriderStone. I stream 5 days a week, every day except Monday and Thursday. Yeah, I don't know if Coco casts. I don't think it casts. I think he just bricked. I think I do need to add in a 4th Doomskar just to give me more shit to do on turn 2. Coco doesn't cast? I didn't think so.
Creativity.
Ricky got an elf deck is so unlikely. Yeah, seriously. It must have been like 4 lands or some shit. Or the planeswalker, maybe he's using the new planeswalker or something. Well, that was rude.
I am beaten. You have been analyzed and looking to elevate yourself. Perhaps a pair of stilts? I'd be less frustrated if you had fewer flaws.
Let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to prevent a lot of damage. We can settle. I would like not to. Oops. That counter spell though. I'm the Gandalf. Look, I didn't even counter that, all right? I mean, I kind of did, but I also didn't. I didn't really. I really didn't. I would have done the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. I would have been like, "What the fuck is that card?" I would not have, that's too much text. And at the very bottom, I would have read the first part, because the first part would affect me. I'd be like, if a source and opponent controls do damage, prevent 1 damage, I'd be like, God damn it. I wouldn't have read the second half, because I'm stupid like that.
For me to slip up is rare.
Turn into a creature and slap Helm of the Host onto it. It's a fair move. I don't want to do this. I think I do. Yeah, Reidane is awesome. I think I do. I think I need to keep my Dovin alive longer. I think Dovin's helping a lot.
We're studying contrasts. I'm excellent, and you're, well, not.
Yeah, they didn't have lands. Now they do. Which is true. It was almost the same. Ramping him to... It was either ramping him by 1 or ramping him by 2. Do we counter that? Do we risk it for the biscuit? He's gonna get a 1-drop off of it, right? 1 drop. He's getting a 1-drop. What card is this? A 2-drop? Okay. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. That's a good wrath. You take those. Oh, sweet. I went double face. Or double Dovin. I think I save this for when I get more cards.
Were mine.
I'll take the value. Give me more value. Yes, die. Sucks that it's end step draw. Yeah, it's great that it's end step life gain though. We have assembled the combo. It's great shit. Yeah, we do this, and then we do this.
Whatever your plans, they're statistically likely to fail.
Yeah, exactly. The Sanctum does literally nothing.
Seem to bother you.
It's fantastic. Hey, a settle. Hey, an authority, the console. Yeah, that's like a pretty sweet card. No, it's life loss. So it does do stuff. Yeah, it does stuff. Because it's life loss. Hopefully they don't know and they don't attack. See, this is how you play with counter spells. You already know what counter you're gonna use, and you don't give a fuck what they play. You just counter shit, right? Blindly. Wait, is opponent sad? The old rope-a-dope. Well, they can only play one spell a turn. Hello, everyone. My name is Strider Stone. I'm the mayor of Sodium City. I'm currently getting roped by a mono-black vampire aggro deck. AMA. Casting and getting auto-countered made my day. Yeah, I liked it. Will Tibalt's Trickery and Ulamog's Stonecoil be in the new treasure hunt? Yes. But there's still Thought Steve in like every deck. Will you ever find love or butts? I can do with one or the other? Of course. You see my butt at the end of every single YouTube video. He's playing vampires, of course he's sad. If you look closely at the avatar, you might see a fading life in his desperate eyes. True. Oh, sad butt plug. Hunter. Opponent's name was Hunter. Alright. It was a great game. Let's report another person, shall we? I've seen a lot of Rule of Law decks. It's just normal shit. Yeah. It's just Teferi, Kaya. Yeah, I mean, it just sounds like normal stuff. Unless there's something like really spicy, it just seems like it's gonna be, yeah, Teferi, Kaya, Rule of Law, counter spells, maybe Shark Typhoon, I guess. Fuck you, opponent. Fuck you and your thoughts, Steve. I don't have another white source. Yeah. See, again, 2 fucking thought Steves. Fucking Steve, man. I know. It's the second time we've lost to Steve, and he got rid of my card draw too, which is the worst part. Nice. I think I actually want to keep that in my hand.
I was incorrect. Go ahead and gloat.
That's bad. Okay. Well, now I can cycle it. Well, I can cast... Yeah, you cast my Dovin, and that's kind of a problem.
I will gladly point out your inadequacies.
So we can play Chandra this turn. Didn't get it. Don't know what he has. Yeah, 3 Thought Steves kind of fucked me. I know, there, Dovin. We have drawn nothing but lands. Literally, nothing but lands except this one Doomskar. Yeah. He's gonna get my Chandra, isn't he?
The facts can't be denied. I am beaten.
Cool. Yeah, so it doesn't look like he's playing anything himself.
There are many who have turned weakness into a virtue.
Yeah, so he's using all my shit for the win con. Is Cardboard Live done again? I don't know. If it's down again, I have no idea what to tell you.
There's no accounting for luck. Maybe yours will hold.
Alright. Got it. You got it. Ice 9 kills. Welcome to Sodium City. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Is it down for you too?
These are made to be thought outside of.
Oh, okay. Okay. It just decided to crash. Fuck, if he takes my Chandra, I'll be so upset.
It's hard to be a genius surrounded by lesser minds. My acute awareness of your imperfections is maddening.
It's working again? Okay, good.
Let's add this battle to your record
Sure.
of bad decisions.
They have to have a Chandra now, right? Leyline of Sanctity, which you refused to play? I don't refuse to play it. I didn't think about it.
We're studying contrasts.
Why are you,
I'm excellent in your... well, not.
Hmm. Yeah, it's Tibalt. But I'm countering my own stuff. Or I'm countering their stuff, not my stuff. I'm not like turn 2 Olmogging it. I'm not super degenerate. Like I'm degenerate, but I'm not super degenerate.
Defy convention.
You know? He's taken all my shit, so I can't do anything. Want to play Leyline? Well, fuck. That's not good. It's not good at all. Opponent doesn't like aggro. That is correct. 2 bottom, we take those. We take those. We're going up life. They're going up life. Because they took our fucking elixir. Oh shit. Didn't have enough mana for that, I guess. I didn't have enough mana to make 2. I do now, but I played that other authority.
Is not in our stars, but in ourselves.
All right. So let's kill this Dovin.
These results
Wrath.
are an anomaly, not to be repeated.
Castle Ardenvale for a little boost. I mean, we shouldn't necessarily need it. Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't need it. We're just not getting our Chandra. We have 29 cards left. We haven't pulled any of our 4 Chandras or any of our 3 Reidanes. It's like... Fuck! I have all my basics on the battlefield already. I didn't even notice. Shit! Beautiful. And get back my... Okay. I have enough to cast Olmog Pog. Should have cycled to look at Tibalt. They aren't milled, no. I guess I could have. Yeah. I needed to Wrath first.
Don't seem to bother you.
Yeah, I needed a Wrath first. Mm-hmm. Finally, we got a Reidane. Oh, that's right. Yorick does have life gain. Derp. Gain 1? Yeah. Sometimes I don't think. By sometimes, I mean most of the time. Dude. That fucking elixir is doing work. It's doing work. Tibalt's Trickery. The last one. Esports. Ice 9 kills. Welcome to Sodium City. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So the bottom 4 cards are Chandra. That's what it seems like. All right, come on. Finally. Finally. Oh, and they didn't get one. Sweet. Sweet. Well, oh, they can get my Reidane. Raiden's good for them. Yeah, because Reidane... Oh no, they control the emblem. Just kidding. I don't give a fuck about their Reidane.
If you haven't heard of me,
Okay.
is it just me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
Jesus Christ. That's 3. I'm trying. I can't cast anything though. This has been the most ridiculous game I've seen in a long time. I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying to speed. Yeah, all 4 of my Chandras were in the bottom, like, 0 cards. It's 2.
I'd be less
Oh,
frustrated if you
fuck,
had
that's 3
more
mana too. This doesn't really do anything for me. What else is 3? Ooh, Rule of Law is 3 mana though. I guess I don't really care. If you think it's so powerful, play it yourself. I don't think, yeah. I'm just saying it's gonna be fucking annoying. Like, I don't think Treasure Hunt is great, but it's still a thing that's strong. Yeah, in Standard, I think it's a little bit crazier. But
days are numbered.
Wait, how do you kill me? You're gonna gain 2. I'm swinging in the air. What is the Ugin gonna exile on turn 2? A 1-drop? No, you... On turn 4, you ultimate your Ugin. What are you talking about? Oh, if he has another one in his hand, I'm super fucked. Shit, if he has another one in his hand, I'd lose. Is that his 3rd one or 4th one?
I kinda crashed and burned here.
Gets all lands and 0 CMC. That's fair. All right. All right. Need a 4th one of those. You need... Those are just fucking me super hard. Yeah, I mean, people do that. People do that because they can. I mean, when we have 2 foretells and then 2 3 mana drops and a 4, it doesn't seem all that risky. It didn't seem all that risky. I really don't. Sweet. How many copies of Authority of the Consuls do you recommend for tap deck control deck? If you want it in your opening hand, 4. Yeah, I always play 4 if I'm playing them. Very rarely will I play 3, but I will if I have to. Alright. Have a thing. Still need to put in something that destroys enchantments and shit. The only thing I really counter is... What's his face? Yeah, just counter Heliod, exactly. It's also a problem. Why the hell am I not playing it yet? Because I wanted to finish this deck. I needed content for YouTube for this deck. I'm pretty much done this though. And then Call Me Gendalf redeemed a tell me what deck to play, so I am also not playing it for that amount of time as well. I don't know when I'll be able to play it at this point. I would like to. I was planning on doing it after this, but I also didn't expect anyone to redeem a tell me what deck to play. No, I'm going in. Going in. But yeah, just waiting on... I think Gandalf said what he wanted me to play. No. Turgid got... I have no idea. Can you exclamation mark card that? I don't know what that is.
Everyone knows the bigger explosions are more fun.
Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent, you may put that card from the graveyard into the battlefield under your control. And the overall stats that we ended up at was 9 and 9. So the deck actually did a little bit better than this because of the fact that the add-on Untapped DG was not working for the first 3 games, I believe, which we did win. And for the pre-release event that happened yesterday, it also went 4-0. But again, this is a very small sample size, so it's hard to actually judge how the deck performs truly. There were changes that we made amongst the time. We ended up adding Valakut Awakening. We removed it. I think I added it and removed it a couple times. Added another board wipe, some additional lands. There were a lot of issues we had with mono red burn. That's the biggest concern that I have right now, is that it's not enough life quickly enough. So Cosmos Elixir is a great card. I think it helps a lot in the deck, but we just need more life sooner, because Authority of the Consul, it just wasn't enough, especially since we were going against a burn deck most of the time and not really aggro decks. The aggro decks we went up against, like mono black, mono white, we essentially just destroyed. There is a mono green Elves deck running around that absolutely destroys everybody. So the Golgari Elves and mono green Elves, those we were having issues with as well. But other than that, everything else seems very manageable and pretty good. So take the deck, mess around with it a bit. Again, this is the first day of the new set, so it's really hard to judge how good or bad it is, but the deck is still really fun regardless. Yo, what up, YouTube? Yeah, we going here, Strider. Come on. You didn't really think that I was that type of person, did you? Thank you everyone so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you were even a little bit entertained by this video, please make sure to let me know down below. And if you have anything that you would like to see next, go ahead and leave that there too. And make sure to check out my live stream 5 days a week, every day except Sunday and Thursday. Stream times down below.